Hello, one, hello, all. We have a bit of a technical difficulty leading into this, so I'm just going to buy time, I guess, for our sake, just to see, because we had 7 people waiting to start this. We just want to make sure that you're here and everything links up.
You're here and you're queer.
Woohoo! So
it's after hours.
It's take a shot.
After hours, take a shot.
So Lindsay and Sean have disappeared, but we've gained a Peter with a new haircut, with a trendy new mohawk.
Hey,
which my daughter gave me. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, she did it for me.
Good job.
My youngest daughter gave it to me.
Wow, cool. You look like you should be on Game of Thrones there, Peter.
Yeah, or a biker or something.
Yeah. Someone said you look more intimidating. I'm like, well, my daughters are starting to date, so it's like, never hurts.
Bring out the sword.
Okay,
yeah.
Just say a number to be repeated in the chat, just so we know where we are. Anybody?
A number to be 5.
So guys, when you hear that, just drop that in the chat so I know which thing to close. 'Cause I have 2 separate chats open here.
Ah, okay.
All right.
Somebody type 5. There you go.
Daniel Raiders just type 5.
Oh wow, you guys are way faster than me. What's going on here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, why is it's my channel? All right, thank you guys. All right, so
Cal Stanton just at 5. John Star.
Okay.
And
hey,
thanks,
Roger. Hope everything.
Scott Martin.
And thanks, Felix, for the $1.99. We did see it, but Sean was going off.
You will get it in a minute.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'd like to blame it on something else, but I just didn't see it.
Fun.
So, Peter, you didn't see anything that came out this weekend, but you saw something that's plummeting.
Yes.
Rather quickly.
I saw Hellboy, and I know Daniel Hammond. I did a review for it. Daniel Hammond's like, I hate that movie. I didn't hate it. And I don't like. I just didn't. I didn't hate it. It had a few moments that were okay. Most of the action was really unmemorable, and the CGI for the most part was very, like, incredibly unbelievable. Like it
bad, unbelievable, or great?
No, it's just like very unbelievable. It didn't. It was. It didn't look bad. It just didn't look like anything had weight. Like, so it didn't look like like The Rock in The Mummy Returns, where it's like, ooh, that's bad CGI. No, it looked like okay CGI, but it still looked like no one had weight to like. So like when he's fighting these giants, it looked like a video game. It didn't look like. It definitely didn't look like it had weight. None of the fight scenes are memorable. David Arbor does fine as Hellboy. Like, I thought he did decent. Yes, I saw the marquee where it's called Heckboy. There's a couple Bible Belt places where they call it Heckboy, which I thought was really funny. But yeah, it's not terrible. Like, I've seen way worse movies than Hellboy.
Well,
it's entertaining enough.
The Rotten Tomatoes score kind of bottomed out at 9, but since then I think it's like up to 20 at this point.
Yeah.
Or I think it was up at least double. It was like 18 at some point, and the audience score is like 60. So it's not like
I gave it 2.5 out of 5. Where I could have gone 2. It couldn't have gone to 3. But it was like I would necessarily, if someone's like, hey, we're watching Hellboy, I wouldn't be like, no, I'm not going to watch it ever again. But I wouldn't buy it or anything like that. If I never see it again, it won't bother me. It's like, and
it's not
I feel
offensively terrible though.
No, it's not offensively terrible. That's the thing. I think it's the story. They've taken a couple Hellboy stories from the comics and tried to weave them together, and it like in and of themselves they're okay, but like they don't really work all that well together. And then David Arbor did really good as Hellboy. Ian McShane, it's Ian McShane. Right? Ian McShane is fantastic as an actor. I love that guy. Way too cool to play Professor Broom. Like, if you think John Hurt in the Guillermo del Toro movies, right, where it's like Professor Broom is kind of an older, studious guy that Ian McShane has way too much style for this. Like he's got way too much panache and gravitas. Like and all like he's throwing around things. He's always talking. He doesn't come off as a quaint professor. That's he comes off as like, oh, that guy's been places and done women. It's like that's what you get from him. That's totally what you. That's totally what you get from him.
And done women.
He's been places, done women. It's like. And it's just miscasting as far as I'm concerned. But even with that, if they'd had John Hurt in that role, it still wouldn't be a 3-star movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it wasn't awful. So I saw it for free, so it didn't hurt me at all.
It hurts.
The fun thing is it was a 1:00 showing on the Thursday because Friday I was off for Good Friday, and it was considered the Moms and Tots stroller one where it's like Toys R Us had sponsored it to be shown, and it's supposed to be for
Toys R Us. What's a Toys R Us?
We have Toys R Us still. Canada still has it. Completely separate from you guys. But they sponsored it, and it's supposed to be for like moms to bring their babies to. So when I bought the tickets, the lady's like, "Oh, so just to let you know, the lights aren't going to fully dim. And the volume's going to be a little lower than it normally would. And not like it wasn't ridiculously low, but just a little bit lower. And because of moms and their babies." And I went, "Really? Hellboy?" And she's like, "Yeah. I saw it at the 1:00 showing. There was me, Jack, the guy I brought. One mom and her husband had brought one baby and one guy by himself. That was it."
That's wild.
So there was like we 6 of us watched a movie, including the baby, who made zero noise for the whole film.
Hey.
So good for the baby.
So they lowered the volume for nothing.
Yeah, for nothing. I was like, literally, it's like this did nothing, but it wasn't offensive. Like again, I've seen some YouTubers that have given it 1 star. And
worst of the year from good old Lee T.
Yeah,
the worst of the year.
Again, I love Lee as a person. I think Lee is trying to be outrageous for outrageous.
No,
so,
Lee.
Yeah,
no, not my boy.
There's got to be worse movies than Hellboy out this year already. We've had 4 months. Come on, there has to be something worse. So, yeah. But
clicks, man. You gotta get those clicks on the.
You gotta get the clicks. I just don't care about those clicks enough. So I literally put help. It's funny. I put my review out on my bearded because I did a daily beard review for it, and then I literally just took that same review and put it on my Bearded Movie Guy channel, and I did the same for Shazam, and I got like 10 more views for my Hellboy one on my other channel. And I'm just like, whatever. I just don't care at this point. But yeah.
Yeah, real quick.
Daniel Hans, Hellboy wasn't the worst I've seen, but it's far from a good movie. I just didn't hate it.
Yeah, well, that's not a good movie. It's
yeah. No, I'm not saying it's a good movie. It's not a good movie, but it's not. It could be a lot worse.
He also asked if anybody's seen Stan and Ali yet. Fantastic ending.
Do you know?
I love that film. It's a great biopic of Laurel and Hardy. John C. Reilly does an excellent job.
Yeah, I saw the trailer. It looked good.
Oh, it does. It's a very, very good movie. One of the better movies of the year. But anyway,
that came out in December, I think, didn't it?
Yeah,
was that technically an 2018 release?
Yeah.
Yeah. So John C. Reilly was in both Sherlock Holmes and Watson, and
yeah.
And
I still have to see that. I really want to watch that just for the sake of saying see if I can get through it.
I think it just came out in digital, so.
Yeah, I think I've seen it too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think my uncle's been scraping it around too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so I saw Hellboy. That was my thoughts on it. It could be worse. Not really good. You could totally skip it, and if you want to watch a good Hellboy,
I think the world is doing just that.
Watch the Guillermo del Toro one, 2, and then there's 2 animated ones he did. Feel free to watch those ones. It's like they're all better than this one.
So yeah, a relatively big movie is coming out this Friday.
What movie?
What was it called? White something?
White.
I wish Lindsay was still here. It was like White.
Was it that Christian movie?
I don't know. Lindsay's like, when he was doing his picks, he's like, let me see if anything else is coming out. I'm like, does it even fucking matter, whatever it is? And he's like, oh, White Sand or whatever. I apologize to the filmmakers of that movie if I'm totally getting the name wrong, but he said whatever else is coming out this week, and we were like, go ahead, pick it. Put it in
There's
first.
going to be another movie out this weekend? I thought all theaters were going to be.
The White Crow.
White Crow. I was close. White with a 4-letter word.
Yeah.
Ray
Crow,
Fiennes.
Sand, they're both, well, not really, but, whatever.
They're both products of the
They're
earth.
both
man. Really.
made up of atoms, so it's pretty much the same thing. It's all good.
Ray Fiennes directed and acting in it. So there you go.
Wow. So,
Bastard.
Not sure that
is he
means
playing
much, but-
Voldemort, though? Because then he has a chance. But he's playing Voldemort. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. Looking at my theater app, it's gonna be a very Avengers weekend.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody like this weekend, like if you have plans to see. I don't know. I guess this would be the kind of counterculture weekend if somebody has been waiting to see Shazam or something else.
Or Hellboy,
Yeah, you better hurry. But with all those screens and the 3-hour nature of the movie, you're gonna lose showings of lots of stuff this weekend.
Stuff. Oh, did I mention at the end of Hellboy they set it up for a sequel?
Did they?
Which is really funny.
No.
I was like, oh look, a sequel, not happening.
Oh.
But yeah. Apparently, at the end of Endgame, they set it up for a sequel too.
What?
Why not?
Are you being facetious?
Of course,
no,
he
there's
is CP.
Every Marvel movie is a sequel to another Marvel movie to another.
Like,
I know. What will they show at the end of it?
From what I understand, this is like the end of a couple of stories here, or the end of certain actors.
Yes.
Will they end?
It's totally going to be the end. If Chris Evans, I heard you guys talking. Chris Evans doesn't die. It's weird. Or
Really?
Captain America. It would.
It's the most logical.
It would set up for thing in the comics, like where Bucky takes over being Captain America. It's like, and they're doing that whole Falcon and Bucky thing on the Disney Channel, right? Like, you know about that or no?
Drop some news on us, Peter. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know about that?
Okay,
either someone lied to me, but the last time I heard they were doing a show with Falcon and the Winter Soldier on the Disney network where it's going to be the two of them having adventures, basically. Like, so why are they together? Because Captain America's dead.
Ooh.
So they're like, how like they're doing the Mandalorian show.
Yeah, because I need more indistinct Boba Fett shit.
I know.
Because
I'm 90% sure. Someone in the chat look it up.
I'm not saying that Dino and I are any sort of authority on whether or not it's happening. It's just I
remember hearing about it. There apparently also our Jack Halston is giving us a link in the thing.
Oh.
Hold on.
I got it.
I like that. I like that Endgame has already made 120 million on tickets already.
Yeah. Just
free
tickets.
Yep, on opening night. Already.
Thursday. That's only Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're doing a limited series for Disney.
Okay.
Thank you, John.
Yes, thank you.
Good
John.
for them.
So, I think maybe at the end of that series, Bucky will take up the mantle and become Captain America.
That's the thing that's in the comics, right?
It is. That's the thing. Falcon also becomes Captain America in the comics. So, after Bucky. So because Captain America, because Steve Rogers is dead, but he's not dead because no one's ever dead in the comics. So,
well, what do you guys think they'll show at the end credits? Like that's a Marvel thing. Will they not? Since it's the
end? They gotta show something that's gonna be a new threat, even if it's like 3 years away. Like what they gotta show.
Or maybe Samuel Jackson going, "Shit, motherfucker," and then that's it.
Either that, or they're all gonna be eating shawarma, and it's just like
got nothing for you.
Yeah. It could be a punchline to a thing that they set up.
Yeah.
halfway through the movie or something. But yeah.
I want
mean,
guesses.
Captain Marvel.
Please
Captain
put
Marvel's
comments
gotta
below.
I
Captain
think
Marvel.
Thor's hammer is gonna sprout eyes and say, "I am Groot," and try and run away.
Oh, jeez.
That'd be awesome. I'd actually enjoy that
Yeah,
thoroughly.
why not?
Because it's part of Groot, so technically it could.
So Peter, I'll ask you the same thing that we talked about in the pre-show.
The P show?
Deaths pre-show.
Oh,
Yeah.
golden shower.
Early show, early edition.
The actual show business show that
not
I'm not
the
longer
PG.
invited to. You know that one.
The PG version. Oh, John Kyle saying thank you, $5 in the super chat.
Oh, yeah,
They
yeah.
said Spider-Man movie is the end of Phase 3. Oh, so
Yeah.
wait a minute. This isn't the end?
No, Phase 3 ends with Spider-Man somehow. I don't understand why. Like, this really should be the end of Phase 3, but yeah, I did read that today too, so I don't know. You didn't need to give us $5 for that though, John, but
Yeah,
thank you.
So deaths. You're assuming Captain Marvel. Are we getting another?
No, Captain America. Captain Marvel's not dying anytime soon.
I
Much to
think
Dino's
I
chagrin.
subconsciously am trying to have.
Yeah. Much as wishes Dino wishes Captain Marvel would be dead anytime soon. That's not going to happen.
Oh, I'm not saying that.
You're not saying that.
Right.
Yeah.
Peter.
Yeah, Captain America's dying. Possibly Iron Man. Iron Man, I more think Iron Man's going to live, but he's going to lose his arm.
Iron Man, you said he's going to live but lose his arm?
Yeah.
Okay.
I read this thing which makes a lot of sense, which is like a subreddit thing, which is this whole theory that Iron Man's going to be the one that snaps, gets the gauntlet and does like the re-snap, and it's going to literally tear his arm apart because every freaking Marvel movie you see Tony Stark holding his left arm. So it's like after Civil War, his left arm's in a sling. He's holding it in this movie. He's icing it in Iron Man. Yeah, there's a video all about it where it's like basically shows that he constantly is favoring his one arm, and like it's always getting hurt, and so it's like it's his left arm, and that's where the Infinity Gauntlet goes, and so it's like it would make sense that if he snaps with it, he's probably gonna it's gonna just his arm's gonna be gone.
Or as Lindsay calls it, the glove.
Yes, the glove. Glove. The power glove.
He wears it in the winter.
The Nintendo Power Glove, when he snaps that, it's So that's a thing that people are talking about.
Ben in the chat is saying a Loki show too. They're going to do Skrull invasion next.
See, but they just made the Skrulls lovable refugees, so like.
Mm-hmm.
In case no one knows that, sorry, I'm just but
yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't
enjoy Captain Marvel.
Marvel.
Try to enjoy it now.
People haven't seen it. My one friend literally went, "Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get to see it. What do I need to know?" And I'm like, "Literally nothing." I was like,
Amen.
"You can literally when she sews up, just know that she's really powerful. That's all you need to know." It's like he's like, "Oh, okay, cool." I'm like, "Yeah, that's it."
They gave her a lot of powers.
She had that much character development that you literally need to know nothing about her to fully just kind of grasp it. It's fine.
Dino, is there one specific thing that you're looking forward to with Endgame? Like, is there something that you're like, I need to see an end to blank, or I want to know what's going on with so and so, or
I mean,
what's the
I'm curious how Brie Larson's going to play Captain Marvel in this movie. I really am.
You fucking sadist.
Hey, after that performance in the movie, I mean...
Have you seen the press tour, Dino?
No. Has she started?
Oh.
No.
You haven't seen the press tour with what's his name, Chris Hemsworth and Don Cheadle?
No.
Yeah, they're giving her shit.
And she is just snarky as anything.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch it.
Let me put it this way: she does not come to me, and I had nothing against her. Like even when she was like, "Listen, I don't want to hear what white men have to say about this movie." Yeah. You know what? I still didn't even care. Yeah. But she is coming off not well. Let's put it that way. That's the polite way of saying it.
I'm telling you.
I think she's coming off super entitled and snarky.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and
I'll have some more.
they mentioned, like, the one reporter mentioned, she goes, oh, and your movie made $1 billion, and she's like, yes, like, you're like first female super. I'm like, relax, it wasn't because of you that it made $1 billion. It was because it's a Marvel movie. It's like, slow down.
She was with Hawkeye. Who's Hawkeye? What's his name? Jeremy Renner. They were doing an interview together, and somebody asked both of them about how they use their celebrity to influence culture and everything. And she gives this great long answer, so and so, blah 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 blah. And Jeremy Renner says, "Well, I do write outside of the business, so it doesn't really matter what the fuck." And she was just like, "What the fuck?" She gave this real long-winded answer about how yes, I hope that I make an influence and effect on all these other people. And Jeremy Renner's like, yeah, I'm good outside the work anyway.
I am glad that other people, especially in the business, are giving her crap for what she said now. So, and John Kyle Stanton, oh my God.
Brie Larson said white guys from Cleveland suck. I believe she did say that, especially guys that wear hats with cow prints on them.
Yeah, with a beautiful shirt, if I do say so.
Yeah, there you go. Take it the fuck easy, Brie Larson.
The best press tour I've seen highlights from a bunch of the press tours, and the best is what's it called? Paul Rudd and
who's 50 for the record.
Paul Rudd is 50?
Yeah.
Wow. Good
Looks
for him.
Incredible for his
Paul
age.
Rudd and Jeremy Renner do press tour together, and it's funny because they will not say anything about the movie. Like Jeremy Renner, they're like, "So what can you tell us about the movie?" And he goes, "It has a beginning and an end." And I'm like, is it good? It has a beginning and an end. And then they've done all this stuff where they've made fake posters for movies they can talk about. So they've made 50-year-old virgins, and they've done a poster for them. They're like, "That's our new movie, 50-year-old virgins." It's really funny. So. It's just like they're two of them together because they're like, yeah, we weren't in Infinity War, so it doesn't really matter.
So people want to pay to let everybody know that Cleveland sucks.
No, Cleveland men suck.
Raiders AK says especially white Cleveland men to be exact. So yeah, take that.
Way to be specific there, Felix.
I'm pretty sure Brie Larson said Cleveland. Who the fuck would go there?
Hey, listen here.
The mistake by the lake. Did you finish?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
LeBron got out of there. Come on.
Yeah, and that's his hometown.
Cleveland's a good city. That's all.
The Browns are going to be good this year.
Yeah. We've got a lot of shit here that people don't know about.
Yeah, like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and
we got science centers, Playhouse District. Museums.
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
If that's all you know, Peter, that's
all
fine.
I know.
But there's much, much more. But anyways, I don't think I got much more on the movie. I mean, I would like to see.
So you're excited about.
I would like to see Captain America. I would like to see his demise and go, like we said earlier, and go out. A soldier's death. I would like to see.
Yeah.
I want to see him. I want to see him going out, saving the world, saying whatever it takes, and that's the last thing he says, and then dies saving the world. That's what I want to see.
The one thing that I really enjoyed about...
I don't want him stepping in front of Brie Larson, though, and blocking a bullet.
Wow, you have some fucking malicious and
well, no, I know, because it's like nothing's gonna hurt her apparently, so it doesn't matter.
Right?
So, if she
that's why Dino said that. Really?
Yeah, that's why. Because he cares about her as a person. Because Dino's a good guy. We all know this. Come on.
Exactly.
But you are. I will be kind of like if Captain Marvel just comes in and just is like, oh, because I've heard her say, well, last time you didn't have me and all that stuff. Like that's her, right? Like, if she's the one that kills Thanos, it's gonna just be like, well, that was unfulfilling. It's
right.
We've been with these characters for 10
agree
years.
With you. Yeah.
The brand new character that isn't written all that well, particularly comes in and kills him, who has no previous experience with him, has no no history. No. So I'd rather have Ant-Man kill him up his ass. Yes, I would totally rather that. That's the big joke. Is Ant-Man's going to go up Thanos' ass
for a while and
enlarge himself?
I wonder how she was on the set. I wonder if she's was very arrogant and rubbing everybody the wrong way. I hope there's a documentary about this.
Watch the interviews.
I wouldn't either, CP. Oh,
either they're playing it up for the thing, or it's like watch the interviews with Chris Hemsworth and Don Cheadle.
Oh, I'll be
It's
watching
like,
that.
They do not look like they're happy to be there with her.
Mm,
Yeah. So
says it
what's
all.
funny, we didn't talk about it earlier, but there was a number being thrown around
hmm
that I think
I caught
is
it.
what?
The numbers. We were playing
number that-
catch in show business.
What?
You were throwing numbers around, and
No, I didn't bring it up. And
it
I
was
forgot.
another dumb dad joke. So just keep going.
Yeah, it's gone.
CP, just keep going. Okay,
Yikes.
go on.
So the 1 billion number has been thrown around
Yes.
for opening weekend, and obviously there's no way it's going to do that domestic.
Yeah.
However, worldwide,
Worldwide.
do you think it's possible?
Yeah, it's possible. It depends how many screens it opens in China. It does. It totally.
Why is it beginning and end with China? Always China.
There's 4
always
billion of
China,
them.
man. It's
Or
like,
maybe
you know,
more.
you get 1 billion people. It's like they hold a lot of, like, you know, and again,
We make rice. We go see Avengers.
After hours.
Yeah, after hours. It's yeah.
Hurry up, pack up the van. I don't know. Keep going, guys.
Done? Peter,
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm done.
No, so it's just I think it could hypothetically its opening weekend if it opens worldwide, if it does like the thing that I don't know if it's even doing this, like Matrix Reloaded I think did this, where it opened up in every city at the exact same time, pretty much
Oh.
like a same weekend, whereas because we know that like England half the time gets it either early or late. China gets it like a month afterwards sometimes it gets it a little early. So if it was they all hit at the same time, like they're all open the same weekend, then hypothetically it could make 1 billion its opening weekend worldwide.
So John Kyle Stanton's throwing his money around to throw shade. Brie Larson just tweeted, "Endgame isn't for child actors turned stand-up comics and dudes with beards from Canada."
Oh no! What am I gonna do with my tickets?
Yeah.
John Kyle, man.
You
You,
can't stop me from seeing it. I'm just not allowed to
got it
talk
going.
about it in
Yeah.
form. I think that's the rule, right? Like
good
she
stuff.
can't. Well, she's not going to be at the theater to stop me, is she? She doesn't have that much power.
My question is, who gave you that $5, John, to throw that comment in there? Because that was a waste of money.
Again, I don't even dislike Brie Larson. I'm just saying she's not coming off well.
Yeah, no, her
Hey.
public. So I don't know if we ever talked about this, but it was kind of a big deal, and I really kind of wanted to avoid it. But when her
Spill the beans.
movie that she directed that was released exclusively on Netflix, the unicorn something.
Yep, I know that we're talking about. I haven't seen it, but
So it got a negative review from somebody on Twitter. They just said, that they didn't like it, and
God forbid.
nothing, offensive regarding, Brie Larson, women, anything like that. He just said that he kind of wishes that the movie had a bit more to it. And so Brie Larson retweeted it and kind of encouraged people giving him shit. And then Netflix replied to the comment and gave her a list of achievements. And it like, there's a term for what it's called, but it was like encouraged trollism. I don't know what the fucking term is, but it was like really far from classy. Her shitting and encouraging people to shit on somebody who just gave the movie a bad review. It's not like the guy said, fuck this cunt, I'm tired of women. Nothing like that. It was just a guy reviewing a movie and giving.
yeah,
I really wish I had it. You're right, because I try to lean one way or another when it comes to statements. I could try to understand if somebody's offended by something, but this was just a guy talking about his taste. It wasn't anything you could point to and say, oh, see, that's the reason why. I don't know. She just seems to be ultra touchy in a business where you really can't afford to be.
yeah.
Okay,
Unless
good talk.
Unless you're
She believes she's privileged. She's arrogant,
But
and she's got way too many opinions, and you can't say nothing. Go ahead.
Is that her fault though? It's not her fault that Disney said you're going to be the fucking center of this all. You know, you're important.
Yeah.
So it's not like she thought it. They told her that.
Many people have been the center of, movies and they have legacies in Hollywood, and it doesn't make you.
So Dino, it's
go ahead.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but 9 times out of 10, people aren't put in a movie with the explicit thought that, you know what, we're going to get girls into comic book movies. You're going to be a huge integral part to this story, and so like perhaps, I'm not saying it happened, but perhaps she got gassed up from that, where they kept saying things like, you know what, you're important. This is important for women. In the genre.
She still needed to be level-headed and proper, and there's a way of going about saying things that
no, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, that doesn't degrade people that are out of your, bubble or comfort zone or whatever. And yeah,
I guess my question is it completely her fault that she's so?
No, she has been pumped up a lot. Like,
yeah.
Disney did blow a ton of smoke up her ass. Like, I remember seeing the interview with her where she's like saying how like Kevin Feige's like, oh, my daughter hasn't seen any of the Marvel movies. This is the first one she's gonna see, and because this is so important, and like she's the most strongest Avenger, and it's like, it's like, and it's like, so for her, she's like, yeah, I'm awesome, and like, now she's won accolades before, right? So I'm sure she already has a strong, healthy opinion about herself.
Yeah.
So
right.
Again, I didn't have any dislike for her as a person. I just saying, like, I've been watching interviews and she's not coming off well. And maybe like you could say I'm taking it wrong. I don't know, but
if she makes a workout video, I'll buy it.
I can only see I wouldn't, because I have no interest in watching her work.
If she did some Skinamax movies, she'd be all over it.
Of all the people, why don't she have a sex tape out there?
Give it time. She's had her phone hacked, and there's plenty of her to see.
Really?
Oh, will that change your opinion?
No, not at all.
No, we want to see it now. That's all.
I'll just say that my uncle has shown me pictures of certain celebrities in the buff.
Okay, Brie. Yeah, way to go. Maybe that's why she's so offended by 40-year-old white men. Oh,
because they're all spanking off to her?
Maybe.
Or maybe it was a 40-year-old white man that hacked her phone, and that's why her cables and bits are all out.
40-year-old white men can't hack phones. Come on, deal.
Thank you, Ben. The most important news of the month in the chat. She's done nude scenes. There it is.
Ashley. Okay. Again, I don't know her. I don't know her from much other than I know she. Okay, listen. I know she's in a really great movie called Short Term 12.
Yes.
Short Term 12 is phenomenal. Yes. I love that film. I bought that film. I want to watch that film soon.
Never heard of it.
It's great.
Okay.
It's really great. And that was the only thing I'd ever seen her in up until, and so that was my reference point.
United States of Tara. She's the daughter in that. She's really good too. But she's a tertiary character. But
Ben Grimm says Mr. Skin says no.
So Mr. Skin says so is what Ben Grimm says.
Okay, yeah, my glasses
big
are
difference.
On Ben.
Big change of letters.
I thought it said no there too.
Scott Pilgrim,
yeah. She was in Scott Pilgrim. She was fine in that.
As a tertiary character, sure.
I haven't seen The Room or whatever it's called. I haven't seen that yet, and. Other than that, I'm trying to think what else I saw her in, or Kong, Skull Island, and I thought she was fine in that. She was fine in that. I was like, oh, she's
not noteworthy though.
Yeah, no, nothing noteworthy, but she wasn't bad. Like I didn't get any of the drama or the problems. Like I didn't hear anything about any of the stuff or like any of her opinions like coming out about that movie and stuff. So
thank you, John Kyle.
It's just.
Can we delete that comment now, so that we don't get traced back to? Yeah, John Kyle, thank you, but I don't know if we're allowed to have links to no stuff.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. So it probably had enough time to stay on the stream thing. So if you watch this, just rewind it a little bit. The link should be visible. John, it's nothing. You didn't do anything wrong per se. It's just kind of allowed to have links like that. It's a YouTube thing, and I don't want to get booted for a stupid link of Bree's boobs.
She's always causing trouble.
Yeah, that fucking Brie Larson.
I'm telling you,
it always gets traced back to her.
Yeah. Anyway, I didn't have a negative opinion of her. All I saw was several overacting things where I thought, short term 12, she's great. Kong Skull Island, she's fine. Like, so, again, I don't have anything negative about her like that. I just, like, I've been watching stuff going, wow, that doesn't come off well.
Yeah.
So,
well, and I think another thing is her acting chops don't really warrant. I mean, Robert Downey Jr., when they gave him Iron Man, he was still kind of a toxic.
He was
toxic,
reeling from, because they didn't want to give him Iron Man. They, like, Jon Favreau had to fight for him to be Iron Man.
Right.
So it's like, and of course now you can't picture anyone else. Like Sam Rockwell applied to be Aquaman, Iron Man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like he auditioned to be.
I would really like him.
Yeah, so would I. He'd be great as Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Because he's Sam Rockwell and he's just phenomenal at whatever he does. But it's like he was in the running. And there was a bunch of other people in the running too. But, it's just, it's one of those things. Like, Robert Downey Jr. was the perfect choice. I 100% agree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like, when he got it, he got paid so little because they're like, if we're gonna try you, man, we're not gonna give you much compared to what. And that way, by the time Avengers rolled around, he was able to go, okay, now you like me.
Yeah.
Give me, like, he made like $50 million for Avengers, where everyone else was making 2.5.
Good for him.
So like, because he was able to, because he'd done,
a couple.
I think that was his fifth film, because he'd done the Hulk little cameo.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd done Iron Man 2, and so that was his fourth or fifth film as Iron Man. And literally, like, they wanted to renegotiate a contract, and he's like, okay, but it's going to be a lot more money, and like, because they wanted to lock him up for more movies and stuff like that. So, so yeah, he made a ton for Iron Man compared to everybody else.
Dice, that Hive, by the way, Dice, that game that you're doing a playthrough of is really interesting. Dice Roland is doing a playthrough series where she's playing this game that, I don't know, it looks like animation from the Gorillaz video.
Oh, really?
Yeah, kind of interesting.
I'm happy.
Yeah,
Clint Eastwood.
It's up on her channel?
Yeah.
How'd I miss it? Oh,
I don't know. There's been 2 in the last week or two.
You missed it.
Sally Face, that's what it's called.
Sally Face.
Yeah, really. I don't know. Like, it's fascinating is the word I'd use. But yeah, interesting.
Thanks.
Hello, Cecil. Hi, Cecil.
Hey,
Sorry,
hey,
it's just ladies, right?
Hey, ladies.
Ben Grimm had asked earlier about Gamora. She's coming. She's coming. He'd mentioned his Gamora coming back. She's where is Gamora? Who is Gamora? She's scheduled to be in Guardians 3, so she's coming back. So so it's one of those things. So
do you know, is there a way you're disappointed with this movie? I mean, I would assume there probably
there's if it sucks, it's like if it comes out. I saw you talking to the other guy, and you're like, he was saying like, well,
the other guy.
Like, I don't know who he was.
Sean, he's got 100,000 subscribers.
Good for him, man. I got 59 for my daily beard. I don't care.
Congratulations, Peter.
Good for him. He's doing great. I don't know who he is. I'm not one of them, so it's all right.
Wow, Christ Almighty!
I don't have anything against the guy. I don't even know him, so it's like, So anyway, but he was talking his theories of what, like, ways it could suck, and yeah, like if they handle the end poorly, or if they make it a little too happy, like if it doesn't have enough weight to it, because the last one had weight, but it was fake weight because Spider-Man's coming back, Black Panther's coming back. There has to be some kind of weight to it. So again, Cap needs to die. Iron Man needs to either die or get injured and kind of be taken out of the game. And it's like
that was the one thing I liked about Infinity War. Like there were stakes. People actually there was something to sacrifice.
Again,
yeah,
all these people are coming back. Like if that was the end movie of the saga, I would have been like, wow, 5 out of 5. That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like that, like seriously, it ended with Thanos winning and just sitting in front of a sunset or a sunrise.
Can you imagine?
Awesome. That would be like the balls Disney would have had to do that.
I would give it a perfect score for that.
No, that's a perfect freaking movie. But because it's
Thanos
like only
was always
half
badass, man.
And because it's like, well, all these things are coming back, it doesn't have weight the same way it should have weight. Like it had weight to the little kids who were crying who didn't know, but to me it didn't have any weight to it. So I need some weight. I need some deaths that are earned and stuff, and to make the sacrifice worth it, and then it'll be good. How they go about that, I don't know.
Ben Grimm in the chat says Iron Man could die and become a Jarvis for the next Iron Man, like in the comics. So Jarvis is in the comics?
Jarvis is in the comics, yeah. Sorry. I'm tired.
Totally not biased. And Sally face just because my logo's in the game.
That's the way I would love. I would love for just Thanos sitting at the end, and it's like at the beach and
just cracking a beer.
Yeah. He's got Thanos chicks, giving him grapes or whatever.
Yeah,
it'd be great.
Yeah, you sound like the complete feminist approved. Dino doesn't like anything about Captain Marvel, and now he wants Thanos to be fed with grapes.
Okay, well, guys,
from a Thanos chick,
or guys, whatever.
Yeah.
Too late now, Dino.
Could be guys.
Whoever. I'm
guys
sorry.
and girls.
Yeah, horses. You name it.
He likes both.
Does you like both? Would that be a nice scoop to deliver here?
Yeah.
John Steele got the hat on, brother.
Jarvis is a human butler. Oh, he's a human butler.
Yeah, he's a human butler in the thing. He's not the. They decided to do it AI, which is funny. Paul Bettany hadn't watched any of the movies before he got cast as Vision.
Well, yeah, he was all about that paycheck. He said
he was just like, I didn't care about like superhero movies. He's like, I came in, I did my voice work, and I went home. He goes, I never saw any of them. And then like a casting agent or a manager or casting agent told him that he was never going to work in Hollywood again. Like literally, she's like, "You're washed up. You're never going to get another job."
What?
And like literally, he left the meeting and sat down on the curb, and his phone rang, and it was Joss Whedon going, yeah, "How'd you like to be Vision in the next Avengers movie?" And he's like, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure, that sounds good." So, yeah.
Yeah. He also said something about the pay that he felt like he was committing robbery when he got his paycheck. And all I did was sit in a room. Yeah.
I sat in a room and said some lines in my normal voice.
Yeah.
And they gave him a bunch of money for it. So
give me the checks.
Did Cecil do like an ultra drive-by?
Oh,
I don't even think he's around anymore.
That was quick, yeah.
He says, hello, ladies, and bails. All right, Cecil. All right.
So Ben Grimm says there's an African-American woman Iron Man in the comics now. Wouldn't that be an Iron Woman technically?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. It's like I don't care if it's an Iron Woman. That doesn't bother me.
Iron person.
And as an actress in the movie.
Sean Steele says Brie Larson continues to make enemies. Yeah, we've been talking about that.
Oh yeah.
Is there something that's happened in the last day or two? Because I'm wondering if maybe I missed this last one. Well, yeah, they're doing the press junket, which like
either they've determined that like Don Cheadle and Chris Hemsworth were gonna have like problems with her on purpose. It was supposed to be a big joke and stuff. Like
It's a little too delicate considering.
That's my
she's
point.
been
Like,
through,
I was gonna say, it's like if this is a joke,
It's probably genuine.
they need to like tell people soon, because like everyone's roasting her, going like the way like she touches Don Cheadle's arm, and he's like, "I told you not to touch me."
That's gotta be a joke.
And the look he gives her is like just like, I told you not to touch me.
I don't know about that.
I'm hoping it's all a joke, but like, I don't know. She's just like,
I don't know if he would say that out loud if he really didn't like her doing
he didn't
that.
say it super loud. He kind of said it under his breath. Which, I don't know.
I can't wait to see this now, man. Jeez. We should do a live reaction.
It's interesting. I'm hoping that like it's a joke, but yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
She did an interview with Jeremy Renner that seemed awkward as fuck too. Yeah, I think that's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, you were talking about that. Jeremy Renner clearly looked like he didn't want to be there, and she was just like, "Oh yeah, I want to give every opinion I have about everything." And then she would talk for 5 minutes, and then he'd go, "What? Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
there's my answer."
Yeah, she's I mean, I don't disagree with Dino's gripes, but at the same time, I do think that some of it is her getting gassed up, like people saying, like, you're the answer. This is important.
You've been very protective over these months with over Brie Larson.
No,
CP.
me?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
he's her protector.
I'm just trying to play down the middle. I don't think it's as
I'm
big a deal
joking.
as the internet's making, but at the same time, she should shut the fuck up every now and again.
You got to remember too. I'm being a little entertaining here. It's I'm
in character is what you're saying.
There you go. Yeah.
Daniel Hammond.
What happened? Why am I so fucking delayed with these?
Daniel Hammond says Brie Larson will be important soon.
I don't know. I think Captain Marvel money is enough for her to retire.
Yeah. That ship floated away a while ago.
Well, see, I don't know how much. I have no clue how much she got to start, because usually when you start, you don't get a ton. But again, it's
porn?
When no. As Captain Marvel, I don't know what her paycheck was. But like again, like all the cast mostly got like lowball. Like Captain America made like Chris Evans made $2.5 million for Avengers, right? Compared to Mark Downey Jr. got 50.
They should make her work for back end. Like, you want to be such a hot shot?
I'm sure like they signed her low and went, listen, if everyone likes you and you stick around for 3-4 movies and we'll renegotiate, you'll be able to ask for a ton more money.
Yeah, make some percentage points.
Because Disney's not stupid in that respect. Disney,
It's Disney,
so, yeah. So.
Oh boy, what is this link, Felix? They get points from movies and the merchandise. Yeah, so that was what I was referring to as back end. They, if the movie does well, they do well.
Which again, like Star Wars made 4 times as much in merchandising than it did in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
So, Marvel's got to be
Dead
similar.
Link.
Oh, yeah. Dead Link. I see.
Ooh.
I see. Felix
trying
to sabotage.
Yeah, I'm a worker back end.
Give her some points.
Brie Larson is richer than I'll ever be. Yeah, that's true. She totally is richer than I'll ever be.
Another child actor, so that's where it all comes into play. She was in some Disney show, wasn't she?
Oh, I bet.
I don't know.
Money's at. Disney, Mickey Mouse Club, maybe. They all come from that Mickey Mouse Club.
Oh, Brie Larson from the Mickey Mouse Club.
I don't know. She was in
Entitled
something.
Entitled Brats.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
God damn.
Just keeps hitting him.
Yeah. What? Show me on the doll where Brie Larson hurt you, because.
Yeah, you guys really don't understand the whole story. No.
She came to Cleveland. It was terrible.
It was the best night and the worst night ever. Okay.
You're the reason she doesn't like white men. I see. I see.
From Cleveland.
I see. From Cleveland. So why don't we get started for this weekend coming up?
Go first.
Yeah.
Well, you're the reigning, so you got to go first.
No,
Peter.
You go first. You're tied, so that means you're
reigning.
Actually,
reigning.
I got
first.
a 0. I've
never seen Peter so reluctant to be not
I
be in
know.
first?
What's going on?
Actually, it's funny. I was talking to Beth earlier before this. So I was like, you know what? I think I got 0 this weekend. Maybe someone will get in front, so CP can stop whining about me being winning.
I don't whine about you winning. I just whine about you reminding me you're winning.
So
You guys,
Linzo's not that far back either.
yeah, you guys, you three are having a good time.
Yeah.
I'm just here for the candy.
Hey, my stuff's always written down. I can go now anyways.
So wait, so there's the solution. Peter, do you have a pen handy?
No. It's okay. I'm gonna pick whatever Dino picked.
Well, my picks are right here, and I'm not going to change them. It's sitting right here. So Peter,
wait.
Go ahead, sir.
Coin.
No, let him go, dude. He's now tied with the lead, so he's gotten up to me. I got 0 last week, so I think he should definitely go first.
So Peter, call it in the air, heads or tails, and then whoever wins, I'll give them the choice to go first or second.
All right.
Ready? So whoever wins the coin toss, you get
Right.
I'm fine either
the
way.
choice, Peter. So call it
I'll go tails.
It is heads.
Oh, that's an American coin. I thought we were playing with.
So Dino, you won.
Peter,
Do you want to go first? Or
say
second?
your picks.
Oh, I don't even know what I'm picking. I'm picking Avengers Endgame to go number 1.
Bold pick.
Shocking. Frick. I guess. I'm gonna go.
Cleveland Steamer.
Is anything? Nothing else is actually coming out that's on like.
White Crow.
Yeah, but how
but
many
it
screens is that on?
doesn't
Is
even
it like,
say. Yeah.
Not worth
Yeah, okay. So, for number 2, I'm picking Avengers Endgame. Number 3, I'm picking Avengers Endgame.
It'll probably make 5 times as much as the next.
It's going to, yeah.
I think you'll be back in first, Peter.
Yeah. So okay, number 2, I'll pick. Frick, The Curse of Whatever.
Lorna.
Number 3, I'll pick Shazam.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, I'll pick Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
And then Breakthrough at number 5.
Finally, a different pick. Okay, Mr. Also tied for number.
Oh, what did Lindsay pick?
Lindsay said 290.
And what was the highest one I saw that was on? What did Infinity War make?
258.
Yeah.
58. 270.
Okay, Dino. No more bitching. Let's hear it.
Pretty much the same as Peter's, except Avengers 1.
Avengers.
Except Avengers 1.
Curse 2. Shazam 3.
Oh boy.
Okay.
And then Breakthrough 4.
Okay.
Captain Marvel 5th.
See, I thought Captain Marvel might bump up because of the weekend, because of Marvel and stuff, but I'm totally wrong, probably.
Dino.
And I'm gonna go out.
This is where Dino gets in front of me.
Yeah, this point's important.
And never relinquishes.
300 million.
Flat. You dick. You dick. Okay. So, shocker. I'm going to say Avengers in first.
Oh.
It's 299, man. It's like... You think it's going up, eh?
I would have felt more comfortable with 300, but 300 and a penny, certainly.
Yeah.
Go on.
I'm going to go with Lorna, too.
Yeah, why not? Shazam 3.
You know what? I'm gonna say Shazam 3.
Yes.
Because I ain't dumb. It's not. This is where it deviates. I'm gonna say Marvel 4.
That's where I went.
So that. Wait, who? Oh, Dino said Breakthrough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hellboy might come back up to 5th.
No, it will not.
But I
It's
jinxed.
a better chance to get in second.
So there it is. What happened? What
What was number 5?
What is this? What? Oh, breakthrough.
Okay.
How long was I gone?
Oh, were you
Wow.
gone? Oh, well, then we didn't hear your 5th pick, and we didn't hear your total.
Yeah, we didn't hear the total.
Breakthrough 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
And my
So
total.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if I can piggyback somebody.
We
I-
have the same thing, basically, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You and I have the same ones, Peter.
Didn't you learn anything
Sorry.
from last week?
I'm sorry. I'm gonna drag you down with me.
That's all right.
And the total, 300 million and 1 penny.
Oh.
You frickin' bastard.
Well, you just need it to go 299. You're fine. 295 to
And a
290
penny.
300. I
And a
want
penny.
anything above 300.
Yeah.
They're showing Batman 89 and Batman Returns in my area for the 30th anniversary. Ooh,
Yeah, I saw that on my area too.
Batman Returns isn't 30 years old. That's not fair.
No, they're just showing they're showing them all. They're showing Batman Forever and Batman and Robin too. Yeah, I know.
Hellboy was meh. The
Yeah.
actor did a good job. The rest was the rest of it though. Okay.
we
Yeah,
all
exactly.
agree.
Pretty much. I agree, John. It's I love that they set up for a sequel. I love they have the weirdest CGI for like a ghost coming out of somebody's mouth that I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
Like
How many
she's
times have we seen that though? Wait a minute.
like she like touches the person and like their spirit comes out of her mouth and it's all like slimy and like all the CGI looked half finished because it looked like they ran out of money on those ones, and yeah, it was weird. I don't know. So.
John, Peter, you said 5 before, right? 5 out of 10.
For me, what I gave it,
Hellboy?
I gave it Hellboy. I give 2.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
It was bordering
5%.
on. It could have easily gone 2. I found it. So yeah, 2.5 out of 5. That's what he gave it to. It's not. It wasn't a waste.
I give it
of
50
time.
out of
Like,
100.
It wasn't, like, oh my lord, this is the worst thing ever. But it was like the guy I saw it with, like I've told you, the guy I take likes horror, like he likes action movies.
Mm-hmm.
He loved it. He thought it was great. He had a great time. So it's like if you like stupid big CGI fests, it's not bad. It's but is a lot of it doesn't make sense, and like there's a lot of the CGIs are. Yeah, Daniel Hammond says the CGI ghost that comes out of her mouth is gross. I agree. It's just weird and gross, and it looks unfinished. But
So John's asking if you wait for it on Blu-ray.
No,
yeah,
you should go out and watch it at the theater.
wait for it for your uncle or whatever. I wouldn't buy it on Blu-ray. I love Hellboy. I wouldn't buy this on Blu-ray.
I always wait for my uncle.
Not even for $5 would I buy this on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell John the same thing I keep telling Emily. Get with the times, people. This out of 10 stuff, that's so 1999.
It's 1 to 5.
We're at
people.
5 now. We're at a
I
5.
live-
Letterboxd.
I live on Letterboxd.
I broke Brian Lomax. He hates it, but I did. I broke them, and he hates it when I bring it
I
up.
swear by it.
But it's totally.
Do you even know what you're talking about this stage, do you know?
I don't know.
I give Hellboy a good
If I don't make a visit to Letterboxd each night, I come out in cold sweats.
Some people are like that. Some people need to know what the rest of the world is thinking.
I'm giving you shit.
And those people's name are Lee.
Yeah.
Oh, Letterman fan. Okay, that's fair. Well, Letterman's not on the air anymore, so you gotta start segueing.
Evolve with the times, man.
Mm.
So.
Dino, I don't know if I said this, but that shirt of yours is gorgeous.
It is, man.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, if any of you like this, there'll be a commercial coming out soon on CP's channel.
Yes. Don't
I was
spoil.
gonna say,
Okay,
hey,
I'm
Dino,
sorry.
you should take it the fuck easy.
I know I should.
Take it the fuck easy.
I'd
on
love
Brie
to see.
Larson, man.
I'd
Come
love
on.
to see Brie
Yeah.
Larson wearing this, and then some water.
Jesus.
It's a white shirt. It's a white shirt. Those were the days.
Lord.
Huh.
Next week on After Hours. Oh, what? Oh.
No. Do you know? Yeah, take a shot. Do you know? Are you planning on seeing Avengers this weekend?
If I can get a seat, I mean, that's the tough part.
So no. So the answer is no.
Well, this is a movie I probably should for next week, and I do want to, but I mean, let's say yes, I will.
All right, Dino. That's good. It's good to hear that. Hello, Noise.
Hello.
Yeah, Noise. Shut up again.
So
sorry,
John
Noise.
Steele
I'm just being entertaining.
That's what he thinks he's.
I'm sure your dad makes you aware of my humor.
Yeah.
Dino thinks he's being entertaining.
Or whatever.
I make the people laugh when I'm looking in the mirror, so I don't know.
Well, just when you're like looking in the mirror and going, yeah, I see Matt Damon. Just like Matt Damon.
Hey, CP,
tell me, you look in the mirror and you go, do you like apples?
CP was a producer on
Good Will
Hunting,
how you like
too.
them apples?
Yeah, no. Super Troopers too. John's saying in the chat, you see that they have Redbox exclusive movies now. I didn't know that.
I don't even have Redbox, so I don't know.
Oh, Redbox is.
I know what it is. We probably have them somewhere, but I haven't seen.
Oh, I ain't even going there. Oh God.
What?
Nothing. Redbox.
What?
No. Keep talking.
You just he just made a joke about Brie Larson having a wet T-shirt contest.
It's too bad.
What could possibly be worse?
Oh, it's way worse. But let's.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not saying.
Oh.
Is it about her Redbox?
Does it have to do with your local sports team?
Yes.
I figured
something was going to come out that shouldn't have, but oh well.
Think about a derogatory term with the color red, and I'm assuming box is what you would think it would be. So.
Okay. So
yeah, Dino avoided it, and I just kind of gave you the puzzle pieces.
I don't even know what you're talking about. But
it's homework for tonight, people. And you could tell us what it means next week.
Yeah, prostitutes you would find in a casino. No, I didn't produce Good Will Hunting. I contributed to Super Troopers 2.
But Matt Damon wouldn't have a career unless CP was around. Let's just put it that way.
You say you have the same body as somebody, and they'll hear everything. Yep. New Redbox exclusives are a little different from the regular Redbox vending machines. The exclusives around the corner in the dark alleyway. Wait, what? What?
They show those special films.
Oh, yeah.
I starred in Ghost Rider episode and wrote like 60. I did not.
Oh my God, it's Jason Bourne.
Thank you. I want to thank you for stretching this.
No, he looks more like Matt Damon from Elysium. No,
I was Matt Damon from Talented Mr. Ripley, if anything, and
last year when you were sick, it was probably a bit more like what's it called? The Denzel movie.
Courage Under Fire.
Courage Under Fire, where he lost a bunch of weight. Yeah. It was really skinny,
and I gained it all back. I lost a gallbladder and gained a stomach. Was there? Yeah. No. I don't. So they're making their own movies. Is that what the Redbox exclusive are, or are they getting their own movies first?
God.
You know what they have? They have a Redbox, and it's just full of ice cream truck copies.
Yeah. That would make sense.
I wouldn't even think Redbox still is relevant, but it is, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, if you're going to 7-Eleven, because by me they're at 7-Elevens, which are convenience stores. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. So, like,
what's
you got to go
7-Eleven.
A Timmy Hortons.
What's a Timmy Hortons?
No,
we have 7-Elevens, by the way. We definitely have Tim Hortons.
Yeah, so like we have red boxes there. So I guess like if you're going to pick up milk, you want to pick up a
movie?
a Blu-ray or DVD. Yeah, it kind of seems like an old, like not with the times thing. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
I
it
can.
does. It seems like I used to do that stuff like back in the day when it was like, oh, I want to rent a video. Let's go to the box and see what's there. And then you'd be like, oh, that one, and click it, and it'd be like all out. And it'd be like, okay, this one, click it, all out. And it's like, you suck.
Yeah. So I don't know like what Redbox is going to get exclusively that would make somebody want to go and get a physical copy because.
And you find out it's Endgame.
Yeah, well, that's a good way to get it going.
I could see one being next to a VCR or DVD repaired store or something, but yeah, I don't get it.
It's unfortunate. I mean, most people do go digital.
Yeah.
But there are a few of us that still enjoy, throwing a disc in a machine.
I do, but
But I don't know if it's enough to warrant.
Rent one though.
Right. Like shit. People have Netflix with the discs that get sent. Are
still.
Yeah, those people are kind of rare at this stage. So I don't know what they can make exclusive. They have rights to a new Nick Cage film. Well, and Nick Cage is just popping up.
Nick Cage film. It's him taking a dump, but he'll film it.
Yeah, Nick Cage. Yikes. He's got some taxes to pay off apparently. Yeah, so unless we have anything else to discuss tonight, this should probably do it.
Yep. Oh.
See, we covered Brie Larson.
And Dina would like to cover her with
a wet t-shirt. We covered CP looking like Matt Damon.
That's embedded in Dana.
What else? We threw some ice cream truck in there. What else is there to talk about, really? I think we covered it.
Until we have shade to throw. I can't wait till Captain Marvel has something important that she does in Avengers. I'm just gonna hear Dino fucking cursing up a storm for an hour. I can't believe she flipped the switch to the thing that did the.
She may be good. Who knows?
Well, if she did it all naked, Dino, would that?
That would help, but we won't see that.
That would help, but not even a full commitment. Yeah, Peter, you said you just reviewed Hellboy.
I just reviewed Hellboy on my channel. On both my channels, it's the same exact video. I just put it on both because I'm lazy like that. And I do a video every day, literally. It's usually around 5 minutes long. Lately, the last the Daily Beard. The last couple have been about Jesus because Easter. So I am looking for a really good question that's nothing to do with abortion, preferably. So, because Brian Lomax gave me a question about abortion, but I do a question of the week category, and so if you got a really good question, you or Dino or anyone that would like me to answer, it doesn't have to be movie related, but it can be movie related. I'd really appreciate it. Hit me up with that.
Anything I would suggest is so far from abortion on the spectrum. Like
I know Brian dropped it on me, and I'm just like, okay, and I'm like, you know what? Fine. It's like,
I'll send you a specific Brie Larson question.
Yeah. Which Brie Larson do you like better? But yeah, check that out. There you
go. The Late Horror Show. I'll be this week. Me and Ted are doing top 10 sci-fi movies of all time.
Good. Good. Dino, something
top
that people
10 sci-fi movies of all time.
Yeah, and top 10 fantasy films of all time. So expect those this week.
Wow,
that's good, Dino.
Well, thanks.
I have been enjoying
not Demon Monkeys 6. You keep doing these movies that I have no knowledge of, so it's just
what I love, but I know. I know.
I have enjoyed you guys doing your 100 or 1001 movies.
Yeah, those are fun.
That you must watch thing. I've been watching those.
Yeah, those are fun.
Felix, if you don't mind, take a picture of your index and send it to me on Patreon because I'm curious to see how much difference, what's been kicked out and what isn't. I'm just intrigued. Don't go crazy about it. I don't know if you're still here, Felix, but if you're still here, if you don't mind, just taking a picture of the movies in the index and just sending me that on Patreon, I'd appreciate it.
Yeah. Do you know if you don't include Lord of the Rings on that fantasy list. It should be number one, really. But
well, Dice. I mean, yeah, that's
she'll dislike the
my
video.
all-time favorite story of all time, book-wise. Yeah. Yeah. Stay
Spoiler.
tuned.
I like the Brit and the Twit. John Kyle Stanton says, so do I. I quite enjoy those movies. There's those reviews.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, well,
Well,
so we're gonna drag. So speaking of Brit and Twit, we filmed top 10 comedies of the last 20 years. That should be up relatively soon. But I'm gonna drag her through the Avengers, and you guys seem to enjoy that documentation of when we did Unbreakable, Split and Glass. So it'll be similar to that, where we watch Avengers and then I just point the phone at her and say, "Talk."
Because I don't know. I want you in camera, though. You guys got to be together.
Yeah, it's nice seeing you together.
We'll do something like that for Endgame, but
don't be shy.
She's anti comic book movies like more than I am. I mean, this is a girl that laughed at Dark Knight Rises for the Bane prologue, and it was hurting. I was hurt. So it'll be interesting to see what she has to say about.
Kyle Stanton says maybe you guys could do the Brit, the Twit, the beard, and the hat.
Yeah.
I would be down for that, but
that's funny.
Let's just keep kicking Lindsay out of every possible scenario if we can.
Listen, I don't make the podcast, but I make the after hours show.
Camp Blood 25.
What the hell?
Oh, that's a Dino movie, right?
Speaking of comedies,
Trini, yeah.
Last thing I'll say is, CP, have you seen that they've remade Dirty Rotten Scoundrels?
Oh,
please.
Yes. Yes. What is it called? I had it.
Scoundrels, I think it's called.
No, it's something else. The con, something like that.
No, I thought it was called Scoundrels.
No, it's not.
Hathaway and Rebel Wilson.
Because I had an email for the screener, and I was like, I ain't taking a train to see that shit. What is it called?
Oh, Rebel Wilson's in it?
Yeah, she plays Steve Martin's character, pretty much.
Come on, guys. What is it? Dirty Rotten Scoundrel. It's.
I saw the trailer and it said Scoundrels, but.
Oh, maybe you guys have it as Scoundrels.
Maybe. Usually we have the same name. They usually don't change stuff for us, but.
Hold on, my phone's taking forever.
But yeah, I just thought, I'm like, because that's a really good comedy.
Right, so they're redoing it.
And they're redoing it with the gender swap.
The Hustle. That's what it's called. The Hustle, yeah. So some of it in the trailer is like a straight shot-for-shot copy of Dirty Rotten Scoundrels, locations and everything. So
genius.
And Anne Hathaway is British for some fucking reason in this movie.
Oh,
Michael Caine.
Yeah, I mean, but do you have to copy that much? Do you really need it to be? Instead of Anne Hathaway, why not John Krasinski's wife? What's her name?
Emily Blunt.
She's busy doing other good stuff.
Yeah. CP is a man like you walking Best Buy, Target for Blu-rays.
Yeah, those are some of his best videos on his channel. Yeah.
I can't tell if you're throwing shade or not, but thank you. Dino and Ted have a movie post 1990 on their favorite movies list. I don't think that's possible. Or for Dino, at least. Maybe Ted. Rolling back prices to 1965. What do you think of that? $1.12. That's a falling down.
Yeah, there's a Dirty Rotten Scoundrels remake, Ben. It's called The Hustle.
Starring Anne Hathaway and Rebel Wilson.
It's a remake. It's a role reversal or gender reversal movie,
and
just like every other one that's out there.
The one thing I thought about Dirty Rotten Scoundrels was, what this needs? More pratfalls and Chris Farley type humor, because that's what we have in that trailer. Rebel Wilson falling.
Man.
I don't remember. There's a scene where she's throwing knives into a thing, and and I'm like, this isn't in the original at all. Why? If they're gonna remake it, why are they changing things like that? But they're I'm like, why does she need to learn how to throw knives?
Dude,
whatever.
Without knowing the title the first time I saw it, because the location, like that yard with the view of the water, I'm like, this is Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Yeah. Well, the second I saw the train thing, I was like, this is Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Right.
Like it starts with the train. I was like, are they remaking Dirty Rotten Scoundrels? And I'm like, frick, they are.
I was less uneasy about Overboard, and Overboard was abysmal. That was fucking terrible.
Well, I'm just not on the whole Rebel Wilson bandwagon. I mean, jeez.
I haven't watched any of the Pitch Perfect movies, so I don't know her from them. So,
I
know she has a lot of fans from them. I don't know her from them.
Yeah. Felix, why'd you spoil that? Damn it! I was gonna go rewind it. Thank you though.
Now you can watch the game and be all happy, unless you wanted the Mets to lose.
No, I'm a Mets fan.
CP.
Yeah. Thanks, Felix.
Felix, you suck.
Don't you love that?
It's all right. It's a lot easier to go back and watch it now that I know they win. Spoiler.
Yeah.
That's huge. That's huge. They need that. They hate Australia. Confirmed. She's not that funny. No, I don't know if it's just like because we already have one heavy set actress that does the pratfall thing, like
Brie Larson.
Dino, I applaud you, Dino. I applaud you. That was some timing right there.
I was talking about Melissa McCarthy, but
Yeah.
Oh my!
But yeah.
I salute you, sir.
There's an audience clearly for heavier people falling.
I know that's half my channel right there.
Oh my gosh!
But I don't know. Rebel Wilson isn't much to write home about, if you ask me. Isn't it romantic? Was a neat idea, and I really wished it was somebody else in that movie. Fuck, marry, kill, and then we'll go. John Steele, fuck, marry, kill, Wilson, Larson, and Judge Judy.
Oh my God!
Who's Wilson? Was Rebel Wilson?
Rebel Wilson, Brie Larson, and Judge Judy.
Oh, those are all tough. That's a tough one.
That's easy. Come on.
Well, go ahead, Peter. If you got it, you got it.
That's like you marry Rebel Wilson because she's at least bearable, and
is she
funny?
You do Brie Larson and you kill Judge Judy because
Wow.
That was quick.
I guess I'd have to go with Peter's picks too. Yeah.
There's Rebel Wilson, I'm guessing I could learn to love her pretty easily, and it's like she's at least funny on some level.
But annoyingly funny.
Yeah, but would you rather annoyingly funny or Judge Judy or Brie Larson for the rest of your life? That's your hell, isn't it, Dino?
She'd be whipping me every morning. You son of a bitch! You're no good, son of a bitch!
You're from
white
Cleveland.
Man. Get out of my house, you son of a bitch!
Yeah, I'm gonna marry Brie Larson for that Disney money.
He pointed out Judge Judy is rich.
You know what?
All right, switch it around. I'm gonna marry Judge Judy for the same reason that John Calstetten just gave. I'm gonna fuck me some Brie Larson because as much as Dino hates her, she's a gorgeous girl. Not from behind though, because she's lacking in that department. And sorry, Rebel, you gotta go. Trini says definitely fucking Judge Judy. wait. Is she paying you for it? Why are you only fucking Judge Judy in that instance?
because she's dominant.
Ben says I'd respect the hell out of Judge Judy every night. Yeah, see that's what I got, Felix.
Oh my.
Well, we've descended.
Yes, we have.
So thanks for joining us, everyone. We should have a bit more to talk about next week, as most of us will have seen it and have something to hate on. Isn't that right, Dina?
Yes. Yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, have a day.